Now I'm a little bit nervous because you are one of my childhood heroes. I like actors who play in a good way the bad guy. So, what is for feeling to playing almost the time the bad guy?
As an actor, you're lucky if you get to always do something. So it was always true in my career that the time had not come yet for a lot of Asian good guys in Hollywood. But I knew if I waited long enough, if I could keep working, that eventually that time would change. It's now changing, so there may be a possibility to play more good guys.
And you played the bad guy in the really cool movie Shadow and Little Showdown in Little Tokyo. What was it for a feeling to beat up Dolph Lundgren?
He's actually a very nice guy, a very smart guy. He's a chemical engineer. You know?
Yeah.
And he competed in martial arts, so I have respect for him, and it was a good time. It was a little difficult making that movie, but it was good.
And how many fans ask you about Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. That was a tough movie to make.
Why?
We had a limited budget, and for the studio that was making it, Turner Broadcasting, they had other films they were making that they thought would do better. They were paying more attention to Don Juan DeMarco with Johnny Depp and Marlon Brando. So we had some competition, but we did the best we could, and luckily it turned out.
So now it's his turn.
Okay, we prepared some questions where you choose your question.
Oh.
So you have two categories, heaven or hell.
Heaven.
Heaven, what was your best experience ever as an actor?
There's a couple.
If you
Sure.
would have to pick one.
It would be to work with Sean Connery in Rising Sun and with Phil Kaufman, the director. It was very heaven-like, very dream-like situation. And the role was good. Eddie Sakamura, the Japanese playboy, was probably the best experience.
For the next two categories are truth or dare.
True.
Please name a movie in which you should have played a role, but in the end didn't get it. And why?
The Last Samurai. The Last nothing against Ken Watanabe, who played the role. He did very well. I think there was more depth to the story that really had to do more with the soul of the samurai. Deeply intense story that they modified actually to work better for Ken Watanabe's personality, and they left out some important pieces. And I don't say this lightly. In one scene, the character explains to Tom Cruise that any soldier can use a gun, but to kill someone with a blade or a sword, you have to see their eyes when you kill them. Otherwise, it's like hunting an animal. You can hunt them at a distance. But
I remember that scene.
Yeah, samurai was important for when you take someone's life to be able to look at them in the eye. That sort of energy is, I think, more of what samurai energy is. So I could have done that.